Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CCW. We kicking off with the next round in the Chaotic Tag Team Tournament.
And it looks like we're going to have our first competitor be one of the WWE's latest champions. It's Drew McIntyre.
Our universe is slightly out of sync with the current standings of that universe.
Yeah, belts don't transition well. We don't know why. Except if it's the $1 million belt. That's the exception. But it's Drew McIntyre, of course, a member of the acclaimed team, 3MB.
Not to be confused with Big Daddy Drew.
Who is a member of the Ho Train. Or indeed the captain of the Ho Train.
The inheritor of the Ho Train.
The disciple of the Ho Train. Are we trying to get that team working?
I don't know, are we?
The Ho Train, the Ho Express? I probably best I don't worry too much and give him too many ideas.
We already have enough strange ideas.
I mean, true. I mean, we have Drew, though.
We do have Drew. Drew is here.
An actual acclaimed star. It should be interesting to see who he has to face.
And who he has to team with. Again, we're only about to find out. Now, we know it's not Big E. He has already competed in this tournament.
But it looks like it is a member of the New Day. And you gotta wonder which one it is. Is it Kofi? It is not Kofi.
It's Woods.
It's just a up, up, down, down.
Now, we had the discussion with Big E being on a team, how the New Day brings the tag experience to any team they are on.
Absolutely. I mean, how many tag titles is it now? 10?
I think it's close to 10. I think
we're nearing the double digits.
We are very close to the double digits, I believe.
It'd be funny if Kofi was in the other bracket. All I'm gonna say.
Just they managed to make it all in, but not as a team, would be
that really amazing.
Quite impressive. But again, even though we don't know what the teams are until they come out, so we will find out later tonight who the last two sets of teams are.
Now, the thing is, though, Xavier actually has the most experiences of wrestling in New Day. I believe we could track him back to 2002. 18 years. Nothing to be shy about. Is it Kurt? That's definitely not Kurt Hawkins.
It's Mr. Peanut!
I did not realize we had Mr. Peanut.
Late stage capitalism is a peanut selling you peanuts, and he is here.
I'm pretty sure that's capitalism and cannibalism at the same time.
No, it's that he's eating them, he's just selling them to you.
Would that just count as one stage removed?
But one stage removed is enough stages removed.
That is pretty ominous, co-host. But yes, it is Mr. Peanuts representing the Mr. Peanuts brand. I'm probably annoying one American by getting that wrong.
Some companies like to talk about brand warfare. Well, if this isn't brand warfare, I don't know what is.
The question is, who actually wants to team up with Mr. Peanuts?
Or who gets the fortunate and unfortunate position?
It's Planters, not Mr. Peanut, Mr. Peanuts. Quick on-stage research.
And it is Stuart Ashens joining Mr. Peanut.
It is the tackler of Tat.
We have seen him on previous episodes attempt to claim the Who's Here championship.
It's the Polystation Playmaster.
I'm sure here to promote his new movie.
I mean, to be fair, it wouldn't surprise me. Mr. Peanuts was the sponsor. The crowd seem very into the Ashen's thumbs. I still have no clue how you break Ashen's into 3 equal syllables, but you know what? Ashen's found a way.
I honestly don't think he's doing actions for that. I just don't know what he is doing.
He's getting the crowd hype.
Getting the cat excited.
Indeed, and it looks like we're going to start off with the most highly requested by no one starting pair.
I'm sure someone wanted to see this.
So,
I don't know or care who.
I mean, I kind of get who. I'm curious.
Mr. Peanut slips out the back.
It looked like Mr. Peanuts was trying to outbrawl Drew, which is pretty much like trying to stop a freight train with your body.
I mean,
Which ain't gonna
we
work.
haven't seen Mr. Peanut wrestle. We do not know what his style is, but even then,
Yeah, that's like saying that he could out suplex Brock Lesnar. Let's be real here.
although now he's doing a flip and then into a back suplex.
Well, I mean, to be fair, peanuts are quite light.
Yes, they're also not nuts.
I mean, you can still be allergic though, so that's a thing. Anyway, tag it to Ashens.
Looking for a double team of some sort. Double
And
back
back-
body drop there.
Nah. Xavier wanted the tag. That's the early hot tag, but hey,
But hey,
take
at
advantage.
least it's actually a hot tag this time.
Yes, with a clothesline.
Better than the hot tag attempts we had in the last episode.
No, they were mythically bad. Either way, Ashens trying to get back onto his feet with a lovely spin around DDT.
Yes, floating over into the DDT and looking for a gut wrench into the power bomb.
Not good for the pin, interestingly enough.
Arm drag, punch blocked, returned in kind, and a sling blade pretty much from standing.
Which is not actually that easy, so credit to Ashens there.
Another gut wrench power bomb here.
But as I was saying, Xavier, why am I saying Kofi?
It's one of those you've made the mistake once and it's just going to keep happening.
It's a curse, the curse of the Cove. But as I was saying, Xavier is actually one of the longest standing, at least closest to veteran in the ring at the moment. Ashens is relatively new to this, but Xavier, as I said, early 2000s. He was wrestling under Austin Creed and Consequences Creed. He knows how to handle himself. You gotta think this is him demonstrating that.
Taking Ashens into the corner, maybe looking for a tag. Tag
Indeed.
made. Snap nair.
Ooh.
Into a running knee. Into a sliding clothesline. Into a jumping elbow drop. Into a middle rope elbow drop.
Drew has the right to be hyped from that.
They are firing up. Tag made to Mr. Peanut.
Peanut's gonna go wild.
Jumping forearm. Ooh, went for a spinning something and just got shoved to the mat.
Looking to take advantage. Peanut's very quick on the draw to get back out of the pin.
I think that was Drew being hopeful on that pin.
To some degree, but to be fair, he's not seen Mr. Peanuts before. Well, okay, not in a physical capacity.
No, another deadlift powerbomb from Drew now.
It seems like Drew and Ashens just want to have a war on the power bombs. Both done about 2 apiece.
Splash in the corner, looking for something in the middle of the ring.
I know, it involves him standing. I know, he's
Hitting
off
the
to a
rope.
run. Is he balling?
Apparently he's balling and dropping the elbow.
That was a balling elbow, ladies and gentlemen.
Missed the knee.
Still have gain control with the Irish whip.
To the corner. Drew blocked with a kick.
Russian leg sweep. Stopping the hot tag.
Holding that headlock. Releasing. Peanut bouncing off the
Ooh.
corner into fireman's carry, into an airplane spin.
Very vintage technique we've got here from Mr. Peanuts.
Just disorientating your opponent. And himself by the looks of things.
Yep, he's just having a few steps just to, get his feet again.
Just walking off the airplane spin.
I mean, to be fair, it must be hard being a peanut.
Yes. Legume, I think?
I don't know. You're probably right.
I think that's
I
the one
know.
that's a legume.
An alley-oop.
Into the corner, maybe looking for it. No, just hard into the corner.
Trying to crack the nut.
Lets Mr. Peanut get the tag.
Ashes with the knee. Into the elbow.
Another elbow.
Going after Drew.
Kicks in the midsection.
Is it a power bomb? No.
It's a broken bomb mechanic.
It gets close though. Trying to get the pin.
That is a win on the bugged bomb mechanic.
That I thought Xavier was going to do something there to help Drew, but
Yeah,
apparently not.
I would have thought he would have had the tag team wherewithal to break that up, but I guess not.
Veteran's instinct. It must be some sort of travel sickness, I guess.
Maybe I don't know. That they had a really good flurry partway through that match. I think either way, I kind of want to see these two continuing to team. They seem like they've got some real good chemistry.
Yeah, I mean, you got the tag experience with Kofi. For God's sake, Kofi. You got the experience with Xavier. We've got the singles experience as well with both men. They can be strong, but I guess tonight's not the night for them.
Yes, though I hope we see them as a team again. They are not moving forward in the team tournament, and we will see Ashins and Mr. Peanut once again next time for the semifinals, and for their hopes the finals as well.
I swear
Ladies
this is
and
Kofi.
gentlemen, we are back. It is time for the Who's Here match, and we're getting another member of the New Day.
Please don't be Kofi, because then my cock-up looks predicted.
Well, you said you wanted Kofi for the tournament, so we can have all three of them in the tournament.
Well, okay, thank God I don't sound psychic. It's Biggie.
This is where he's going to be in the other tournament match now.
Oh, don't jinx it.
We will have the entire New Day on one card, even if it is completely by RNG.
It is Biggie's first time, at least this season, to my knowledge, in the Elimination Chamber for the Who's Here match.
I am unaware if he has been in it in previous seasons. He might have had an A appearance.
He looks newly refigured. Perhaps want to get revenge for Xavier. As he stares down the pods.
The empty pods, as he is the first to enter.
He's just trying to, psych out the chamber itself. I don't know how effective that'll be, but you can dream.
Now, without not Who's Here experience, and I don't think singles experience, but tag elimination experience. And speaking of elimination experience, I believe The Rock has had some.
And speaking of the tag tournament, he's one of the teams that moved on in week one.
Yes, indeed, with the Boza weight.
Yes. To my knowledge, the Boza weight is not backstage at the moment. That would have been a very unfortunate situation. But the Great One has decided to grace the ring.
Looking to pick up another title. Looking to set some more records.
Yeah, I mean, he already came out of retirement to win the WWE Championship. Why not the Who's Here belt too?
I mean, I have mentioned before that has previously been the Smoking Skull belt, so maybe
There is a sense of irony.
maybe he's looking to turn it into the bull belt again.
I mean, if you want to go more ironic, the belt is a $1 belt, and Steve Austin, one of his best opponents, held that belt as
So
the Taskmaster.
yeah, this entire like history of the weird forms this belt has taken does
Ringmaster.
link heavily to Steve Austin.
Yeah, I think he was Taskmaster. Was it Ringmaster? I can never recall. Terrible gimmick.
Yeah, it was a bad idea.
It was a bad idea. This might not be The Rock's bad idea, to be fair.
Yes, coming in second, but we do not know when he's going to enter the ring because coming in second means he is in one of the pods.
Yeah. All we know is he's from a time where the old Bull tattoo was not replaced. That's the only thing we know. Kind of in The Rock's relieved to be in the pod.
Yes, it's very much an advantage to not start in the ring.
Oh,
Making his second appearance this season in the Who's Here match.
the father of the Metal Gear franchise. The father of Death Stranding. The man who has appeared in both of those games. Mr. Hideo Kojima. And you gotta think Kojima has an equal experience factor to the champion. Considering they will both be in their second elimination match.
Indeed, I believe they were both in last times.
I don't believe they were in the same match though. I believe Kojima was in the second and Cobb was in the third of the season.
Well, this is the third episode. You gotta remember.
I have somehow time traveled into the future.
There was a mild time glitch.
Oh yes, the mild time glitch calls that.
Yeah, the mind tower glitch that ended with
I'm not
that
technically wrong
ended
then.
Daniel Bryan's reign and started Scorpion's reign.
I'm not technically wrong then. It's just that one of them fell victim to the time glitch. I think Kojima did.
Well, the champion certainly didn't.
Indeed, but I doubt he lost the experience. Oh. Oh, what the actual hell is that?
Well, we saw him for about 3 seconds in the Rumble.
Oh, no. It's not who I think it is it?
The original member of Madness.
It's Stanley, the shooting star bar, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, God. From Jordan. But wearing the German flag on the corner of the jacket. How did he get the Fandango thing in the ring?
I don't know.
I don't remember that being there.
That's a very good question.
This is confusing.
The multiverse is gaining more powers each and every week.
The multiverse is looking to disturb me. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is already the longest we've gotten to see this character.
This is the sorest my eyes have been.
Yes.
Wait, is the structure not going to do a thing? Is he literally just going to keep doing the cha-la-la-la? Please tell
That's a
me
very good. No, apparently no.
Are you kidding me?
It's just there.
What's the point, multiverse? The multiverse is screwed us. And again, another Austin reference. Is the multiverse trying to tell us Austin is here? Well, that's definitely not Austin.
It's definitely not Austin. Our
So
first member starting in the ring.
And also debuting
Yes, very much so.
in the inaugural United Kingdom champion. Also, the youngest one. And makes us all feel old.
The youngest champion, period.
No, you forgot WrestleMania. You forgot the kid.
Main champion, period. Not including tag titles.
The youngest legally aged champion. There we go. That sounds wrong.
Yeah, just a bit.
I'm sure no one will take that out of context.
I look forward to the day we have enough viewers where people make out of context clips of us.
I look forward to having that thrown back in my head. That'll be fun. But yes, Tyler Bate will be starting off against the champion, it would appear.
Yes. Corp Dust starting in the ring, drawing unfortunate placing. It has the champion.
On the plus side, though, he hasn't drawn unlucky on the Corbin scale. He's now only 50% Corbin, where he was previously 25% Corbin.
I gave up trying to follow your Corbin math a long time ago.
Well, no, here's the thing, right? Dust was half of the Corbins in the ring at the time. And Dust is apparently half Corbin, therefore 25% Corb. But now he's 50% Corb. It's a promotion.
Okay.
Yes, I'm totally not trying to copy Scott Steiner's mathematics here.
Yeah. I feel like we're all hoping that Corb Dust doesn't retain the championship.
Yep, pretty much. Come on, Tyler.
So him starting in the ring is very much a good thing.
I mean, it's a good thing for somebody. Terrible if you were betting on him.
Betting on a wrestling is a terrible idea, especially when it's our wrestling.
Yeah, especially when it's us. But, you know, I like to think someone is attempting it.
Although it's probably at least more of a betting sport ours than actual wrestling.
That is technically true.
Ours is actually random.
Bate with the early lead from the feet to work here.
Back body drop. From Corb Dust. Jawbreaker from Bate.
Oh, there's a monkey flip.
The monkey flip.
And again, put in the feet to work.
Punch blocked. Him being a...
What the actual...
Flying asshole?
And he missed. How did he miss?
How did he miss the flying asshole?
Why don't know if the Star Wars can show what's going on. Should I be disturbed? Probably.
Catches the boot into a dragon screw.
Sorry, that was like the Titus O'Neil moment of the match.
This is going well. This is a real great first defense from Corb Dust.
Yeah, he missed hitting his opponent with his ass. Oh, Starboss can take advantage. Beautiful side down Uranagi. That's a Uranagi, I believe, not a side effect. But we will go with it.
I don't know. His moves are made at picked at random. Who knows?
Stanley is confusing. It's easy to get it mixed up.
You won't know when his finisher hits. No, really, you will have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think even we know. Big E's coming in. As my monitor turns into a potato.
Monitor really doesn't like these matches.
Thank you, Multiverse, for this potato.
And Tyler already going for a pin on Big E.
There we go. My monitor is no longer a potato.
We have the strangest fight of Corb Dust and Stanley versus the actual, probably quite normal fight of Big E and Tyler Bate.
I mean, you say this. This is the first time they were matched up.
That honestly, that's just a shame.
Is it?
Kinda.
I mean, The Rock is there. Tyler Bate versus The Rock. That's a dream match of someone's life.
Will The Rock come in last, or will we get Kojima getting the lucky position? Kojima's getting the lucky position. We're getting The Rock now.
The people's champ is not the people's choice. He immediately goes, no, gold dust. You're not meant to win. Please don't do the thing.
The Rock going after the champion.
Starbar with the knee. It's Starbar and Bate teaming up.
Or is Bate just taking a rest? Not a terrible strategy in this kind of matchup.
Yeah. Bate's just enjoying the visual. I don't know how.
Stanley slingshot. Big E into the.
Wait a minute. A deadlift power bomb, Jesus. I've just been informed Jesus is not in the match.
Deep six from Dust onto the Rock. Going for the pin.
Oh, spine buster into the cell. Big E going for the pin.
Somehow Big E versus Stanley has become one of the best feuds in this match.
Oh no, I think Tyler is going for the Rock. It does look that way. Yes.
We have a knuckle sandwich on the outside and Kojima fighting with the current champion.
We have one very interesting match and two very interesting matches.
You'd be surprised which one's the actual interesting match.
You probably got it right, though.
Because somehow it's Stanley versus Big E that might be over.
That would be an interesting one.
Big E kicks out.
Looks like The Rock going for Big E. Stanley's going for The Rock.
Stanley's not finished with Big E. Stanley wants The Rock out of the way.
Stanley's like, Rock, what are you doing?
Tyler trying to pin the champion. We are guaranteed a new champion.
Yay,
and in yet another case of the champion gets pinned first.
That belt's had a bad time. Big E's getting pinned.
Bate just punching Kojima right in the face. Rock bottom to Stanley.
The shooting star bar just plummeted.
And there goes Stanley.
Poor Stanley.
At least you were here longer than you were in the Rumble.
Yeah, you were here long enough for me to say your name. Without you being thrown to the ropes. Good job, Stanley.
Tyler Driver, 98, not going for the pin. And then going for the pin.
Classic technique. It's a psych out.
There goes E. We are down to 3.
And the New Day is down to 0-2.
Kojima, The Rock, and Tyler Bate. This is
one of those things is not like the other. One of those things just doesn't belong. It was Stanley, but hey.
No, Stanley's already gone.
I know. I missed the opportunity. I couldn't resist. The Rock working over both men.
Cranking at the neck of Kojima. Kick to the midsection. Kick to the midsection.
Oh, we're getting a slingshot. We're getting a slingshot.
Yep. Rock taking the steel right to the face, chest, and everything in between.
I hope someone was taking a picture of that, because that would have been a really cool picture.
Spine first into the corner of the pod goes Bate.
Kojima actually countering The Rock there.
To a gut buster. Into a spine buster on Bate. Kojima's clearing house.
Yeah, Hideo's doing way better than his last one. That's for sure. Mainly as Todd Howard seemed to be employing Scorpion for a bit during that one loss to time.
Fez press. Raining down on The Rock. Goes for the pin. This could be down to 2.
This will be an upset.
Rock holding on.
I mean, he is the great one. He shouldn't really be. There's
Stunner! Stunner! It's the Rock's
the
kryptonite!
the Stone Cold references keep running wild.
The Rock
You wanna
taken out
get-
by the Stunner!
Oh, Jesus Christ, you weren't even kidding. Kojima looking like he could be the strongest champion yet if he wins.
We are
An
yet to
absolutely,
have a retention this series.
a frankly amazing. Oh no, he's going for another one, isn't he?
It's calling for something.
He seems to be thinking about it.
Just big knee to the face.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Irish whip reversed to the outside.
Yeah, Bates just going to run at the rope just for a little bit. He's now at the ring.
Back to
This
into
match
the
is
ring.
this match has really weaponized the chamber the most out of our contest so far.
I think this is our best Who's Here match to date.
I mean, to be fair, just seeing Kojima wreck house and the Corp does lose, that's pretty much all you need.
And I honestly now kind of want to see Stanley versus Big E in a singles match.
I kind of want to see The Rock versus Kojima. Just saying. Oh, two.
Bate
Only a
holding
two.
on. We know Bate is a resilient fighter.
We also know a lot about Bates, the champion. Very prolific. Very experienced as well for his age.
I think of all the champions we've had so far, either of these men would probably have the best shot of retaining.
We said that about Daniel Bryan, though. That's the thing with this match, right?
It's so hard to predict this match.
I know who I'm putting my money on.
Like,
I've got to say, it's Kojima. Wait a minute.
Brainbuster float over, kicking out.
Only a one as well. As I was saying, I'm putting my money on Kojima. A frankly impressive performance so far.
Rolling kick.
Yeah, got the Capo kick going there. And Bates taking control again, but I still think Kojima might be in
looking for
good
a
slot.
Tyler Driver 98. Again, not going for the pin. Oh, he's winded. Oh, he did come into the match early. He did start the match, in fact. He was one of the two starting in the ring.
Yeah, indeed. He entered in. That has not stopped Tyler Bate from winning, however.
Indeed. The unpredictability of this match is what makes it such a fan favorite. It's why it is every single show.
Fantastic performance by Tyler.
And we are hoping we have our first potential for a retaining champion in Tyler Bate.
I mean, Tyler Bate did hold on to UK title for a long time.
He took on some very, very strong opponents defending that title.
So there is a possibility he knows how to have a long reign.
Like he is used to retaining a title, being the underdog champion.
Let's just hope Pete Dunne doesn't come in to ruin it.
Or the Boserweight.
Or Walter if he somehow shows up.
But until
either way,
next time, until our next CCW outing, Tyler Bate is your Who's Here champion.
And a deserving one at that as well. Fantastic work from our youngest champion so far.
Yes, running the gambit in this chamber match. So we are getting ready for the next tournament match, but looking backstage, the Liliths seem to be arguing again.
I mean, never mind arguing. It looks like they just want to hash it out.
Alexandria looking to take revenge from Lilith taking her out of the tables match from the first episode.
These two just do not get along, it would appear.
You got to remember, both of these women are scheduled to be in the Women's Rumble later tonight.
I mean, let's be real. Do we actually think they're going to make it? Look, last time.
I can't imagine either of them, like, missing that opportunity, even no matter how beat up they get here. Like, we don't know the extent of the attack last time. Like, We didn't have cameras backstage for that.
I guess, but it was enough to take him out.
It was enough to take
Alexander,
Alexandria out. Lilith wasn't even in the match. This time they're both in the match. This could be damaging for both of them.
it could definitely be that way, to be honest. Backstage brawls are possibly one of the most dangerous matches. Well, I say match, but I guess confrontations you can have. There's a lot you can play with, a lot of weaponry, a lot of equipment. It can get nasty really quickly.
Like we talk about the floor on the outside of the ring. That is a thin amount of padding. This is no padding.
Yeah, this is tile and concrete.
All of these shots are tile, they're brick, they're concrete, they're
Yeah, they're metal.
sharp corners of the box.
Not to mention, they weigh a ton because they have to hold quite a lot of equipment for the show. I'll
hope they stay avoid that electrical box.
I don't think we should have our hopes up. These two do not like each other. I'm trying to ask them to be nice and not try to kill each other might just be a step too far.
Alexandria up and
crucifix powerbomb.
Oh, that's got to be painful.
Definitely on tile.
Lilith's head just bouncing off of the ground.
Sammy, what are you doing?
Sammy and Renee just continuing to talk to each other backstage.
They're very passionate.
As the Liliths continue to brawl.
They might want to reconsider. They really might.
Okay, from Alexandria.
That will have probably hurt Alexandria as well.
If not
she's
more, but it gives the advantage. And just kneeing Lilith in the face until she's unconscious.
That's revenge.
That is revenge. Hopefully both women will be ready and able to make it to the Rumble tonight.
We'll definitely have to send some docs down. Just unbelievable damage there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we return for the last first round match of the Chaotic Tag Team Tournament, and Reggie's looking for another run at the tag titles.
Reggie is all business from the looks of it. Sporting the Mario hat, the jacket. Trying to really give off the aura of power that Reggie has.
His body is ready for the tag team tournament.
And as you mentioned, I can totally speak. He was half of one of the tag teams who competed for the inaugural championship role, but was pipped by Alternative Universe U, I believe.
Yep, I am Alternative Universe. Me and Sam are still the tag team champions. Reggie to have a defense, but the winner of this tournament will go on to challenge for those titles at the first of the year.
You gotta think Reggie was not happy about the loss. And he decided to get some new help. And what a choice of help.
Someone with tag team experience in Chad Gable.
Always a fan favorite as well. Thankfully not Shorty G, Chad Gable either.
No, this is the real Chad Gable.
The real and proper Mr. Gable.
The former Olympian Chad Gable.
And that Olympian experience will come in handy, I reckon. Its own form of intensity, if you will.
Now this is interesting.
Well, I feel as though the multiverse is about to get a little bit broken. Just a tiny little bit. Ironically, considering Jeff already qualified for the tournament
Jeff is already in the second round.
With Big Ham Boy. Matt apparently wanting a shot as well. Can't blame him, though. Same amount of experience. In fact, potentially more experience as a tag team partner than Matt, because he's teamed with other competitors. Like Justin Gabriel, Shannon Moore. I'm drawing blank on other tag team partners, but he's had some.
Well, we have a tag team specialist on both teams.
And who the heck? Oh,
And we have a specialist in the video game worlds in both teams as well.
not only that, but a former Who's Here champion.
Looking to get back into the winning ways, back into the gold hunt.
I mean, Hanzo Sashi is a very dangerous opponent, even in life, but Scorpion is something else entirely. Unrelenting, undying, he's definitely up there in power level.
We have some strong competition in this final qualifier, final first round match of the Chaotic Tag Team Tournament.
It's going to be interesting to see how these teams interact. Most of them quite used to tag team competition in some way. Matt taking advantage of chain grappling early on.
Yes, Matt definitely has the wrestling experience advantage in this match. Or at least the professional wrestling experience advantage.
I mean, that's no stab at Chad Gable or anything, but Matt's been in the business since, what, late 80s, early 90s?
Yes, it's making a clear distinction between professional amateur wrestling and amateur wrestling. Amateur wrestling is a very different game, and though the skills apply well, there is so much more to pro wrestling than there is to amateur wrestling.
That is true, but that being said, Chad probably has a better physique and physical conditioning. Olympic wrestling is very, very grueling. As you see a tag into Scorpion there. Reggie with the counter on the Lariat.
Bodies just colliding there. Jumping forearm from Reggie. Scorpion tapping out to take a breather. Reggie following. And Scorpion taking advantage.
Scorpion is possibly the most dangerous worker in this group. Never mind taken down pretty handily by Reggie. But Scorpion has faced stronger opponents than Reggie. And I feel that will come into play. Both men really getting close to being counted out here.
Yes,
We're getting up to
the
8.
universe hasn't planned for what a double countout means.
So does it mean a bye? Reggie just wants to beat the living. That is tactical.
That's surprising from someone like with Scorpion's fighting caliber to take that sort of strategy, but
You
can't say it's not effective.
It definitely is effective. Trying to get a concussion on Reggie, it seemed. Relentless smash into the apron.
And then, yeah, sliding in at the last possible second and taking the count out.
Here's the thing, though. Scorpion is a very experienced fighter. He knows when to do a fight. He knows when not to. I feel it's part of the game here.
This team is definitely going to be the least damage continuing on in the tournament.
Why waste energy? You know what I mean?
Like that, we know whoever wins like the semifinals also has to do the finals in the same night. Like that's both happening in the next episode.
It- that is still a very surprising win, as you said, but very convincing nonetheless.
Indeed.
They definitely have the tactical edge.
We are taking a break from all of the shenanigans in multi-man matches for the debut of Jack Watkins here in CCW.
A very sinister looking individual. Feel that's generously wording
I,
the
I,
sentence.
I feel like that's accurate. Like, he definitely has a sinister aura about him.
Did the evil on his hat give that away?
I mean, it's questionably evil.
Or is it the fact that he has the Reaper on his back?
Or the mask.
Or whatever the word on his arse says. The camera keeps. Oh, the Reaper
Returns.
returns.
And some laughing.
Ah, I see. He's from the joking group.
He's a
At
bit.
least,
You could call him a Joker.
but not the Joker,
No, I
because
definitely
he's
said
the
a. I
Reaper.
definitely said a Joker.
Yeah, he's. Well, he has fire. That's a thing.
He's got pyro. Yeah, that's
The,
that's
the,
something.
the multiverse granted a request for pyro, and uh, his opponent in also a singles debut, but not debut overall,
Yes, we saw him as in a losing effort as part of the chaotic tag team tournament.
losing to, I believe, the Boserweight and the Rock.
Think
I could
so?
be wrong on that. I don't think he lost to Big Hamboy.
I don't remember.
Either way, Roderick probably wants to regain some steam.
Roddy looking to pick up the momentum again against Jack Watkins.
This might be the time to do it. He is fighting new blood.
Also means he's fighting the unknown.
And that is a scary thing altogether.
Neckbreaker to start out with.
It's crazy to take advantage of a drop kick to the head as well.
Strong reverses, arm breaker. Dropkick dodged. It's just chopping, just cutting Strong down.
Very much a reversal game out the gate. But it seems as though turning into a striking vest.
Single leg dropkick going up to the top.
What is he planning? Roderick able to survive or to some degree.
Hurricane Runner off the top. More attacks after that arm. Kick blocked. Into the exploder
And
suplex.
Exploder right across the middle. The fans seem to not be a fan of Roderick today. Can't work out why.
Into a single leg crab.
Quickly broken by Strong.
Dragon screw.
Standing shooting star press. Here to recover.
Only gets a 1 count. Stomp to the back. Gets up Strong. Into the corner forearm.
Another exploder.
Overhead belly to belly. Picking up Jack.
Another one of those moments.
It's every commentator. Oh, throws him and just follows him over into the flipping leg drop.
That is what we call expertise. Know exactly when you're gonna land it.
Neckbreaker on the outside.
Crowd definitely uncertain who to cheer for.
Yeah, crowd uncertain about everyone in this match, I think.
Yeah. Probably even suspicious of Marky Mark for some reason. Lord
mean,
knows why that'd be the case.
forearm dodged.
I'm actually surprised they're booing Roderick strong, but I guess they have their reasons. Going into a pin,
Undisputed Era bias, maybe?
perhaps, but I don't even know if this is Undisputed Era Roderick strong.
Hmm. It's
Not
hard.
coming out to the Undisputed Era theme or gear.
Yeah. It's hard to say.
Perhaps confusion from the crowd.
I mean, I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of unknowns in this match.
I'd also feel to be cheering for the Undisputed Era. Don't know, it's just kind of one of those crowds.
Yeah, they are kind of in that sort of turning space, the era.
A Phoenix splash from standing. Definitely showing off acrobatic prowess there against Strong. Barely getting a 2 count.
Definitely getting showing off some of the athleticism is Jack Watkins.
That was showing that he deserves to be on the roster, that's for certain. Not putting away Roderick as quick as I thought he would, but
Running knee strike, Ariya blocked.
Roderick Irish ripping. Hammer throwing the rookie into the corner.
Wait, what's going on?
The Big Show? What?
Big Show's music playing.
Why would the Big Show want to get in this contest?
Does the Big Show have? The Big Show has beef with Strong?
Apparently so.
Just a knockout punch to Strong.
That's a way to go.
Unless the Big Show has. It's either
He doubled the rookie?
it's either he has beef with Strong or he has allegiances with Watkins.
That is a strange way to go. I guess
Moonstomp. I think that might be his finish. Running to the
Maybe.
center of the ring.
Just making sure no rope break.
And
Watkins wins.
giving the assist to the Big Show, Jack Watkins.
Definitely a strange circumstance.
That was definitely the Big Show and not the Lunatic Show.
Yeah, that was 100% regular Mark Wright. Which does beg a lot of questions. Mainly, why was he here?
Yeah, we didn't even know he was here.
No one literally saw him in the back. Did he come for the crowd?
Must have done.
But I feel as though you would have seen him in the crowd, you know what I mean? Either way, Watkins with the win. I don't think the word convincing is the right word, but it's definitely a victory. Crowd definitely not a fan of him, but that might again just be untrained territory.
We'll have to see how this story develops. As
a win is a win.
We need to find out what the Big Show's agenda is. What here was.
That's definitely the case. It'll be interesting to see what the hell he's doing here.
Following last time's 5-way with mid-card implications, they have confirmed the existence of a mid-card title, and they've decided a second 5-way for qualification into that the what will be a 3-way match for that title at First of the Year.
And it looks like Scorpion's not the only one from the NetherRealm universe to come into CCW, as here is Kotal Kahn, former ruler of Outworld. definitely a very strong competitor.
Another one of those competitors we've had to double check the god rules on.
Technically, he's not a god, but he has a lot of freaking power. That's the weird thing with the god rule.
God rules more for balancing god level abilities, not necessarily specifically gods.
Yeah,
It's just
god asterisks.
we do have a lot of gods in this division in this
Yeah,
company.
we have a lot of gods. The crowd does not like this song. And I don't really like the rest of them much either.
And the crowd goes mild. It's Ariya Daivari.
With his debut here, Ariya Daivari is one of the, I don't want to say overconfident, but
I do. He's full of himself.
yeah, that's a better term. Yeah, Ariya Daivari is the type of guy who tries to persuade you he's done everything, and in reality he's done nothing.
Yeah, he is the type to go on to have multiple accounts on Reddit just so he can claim to do stuff and then have other people confirm it exists.
And he's the confirmer.
An old school throwback wrestler now.
Gotta love the suit of this individual named Flexington.
That's the debut of the old school throwback Lex Flexington. Amateur wrestling specialist.
One, I have expectations for Lex. Honestly, this is the first time I've met him.
It's going to be interesting to see how he applies himself in this Fatal 5-Way. It might not be the best territory for him, but...
Well, he's paying the audience, so you know what? Probably a good guy. Oh, something tells me that's not John Cena.
Probably from some jungle somewhere.
It's an individual.
It is the man who is one with the green. But no, he is not Swamp Thing. He is the Grass Man.
The grass man?
Yes, not quite to the level of Swamp Thing. He's not like one with
Oh,
all. He's not one
he's
with
power
all
walking.
green.
He's power walking, lads.
And
He's jumping. What the? What?
Yeah,
He can
see,
materialize wood.
yeah, it's not so much like to the degree of Swamp Thing being like the defender of the green, but he definitely has some plant connections.
He's the janitor of the green. At least on the looks of him.
And I definitely think he uses a lot more of the quote-unquote grass than actual grass.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I just kind of got sidetracked by what I'm looking at.
Um, for people who don't like mimes or clowns, it's probably too late to tell you to look away.
For those who also don't like a certain fast food joint, maybe also a bit too late. Some definitive shades of popular Western food.
I'm just mildly disturbed, honestly.
I mean, it's not much better than the original.
It doesn't sound like the crowd knows what to think of it either.
Why is he dancing? What is this? I think the crowd is kind of.
I think that was a positive response. I don't know.
I think it's as positive as it's gonna get for a man dressed like a clown.
Some combination of a clown and a mime.
And Marky Mark already down. Down, Marky Mark.
Marky Mark getting his one per night in.
You know, he is paid to do so. Daivari fighting the creepy dude.
And Grassman, Kotal, and Flex just slugging it out.
Kotal fighting the Grassman as well. Clearly not a fan of the grass. Pinned by Hubert. Or at least I think it's its name.
That's what the title card said. I'm going with it.
That's what the title card said and the post-it note, so I'm gonna go with it and hope.
Kotal Kahn choking out the Grassman.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Kotal really doesn't like jokes. And Grassman kind of looks like a joke.
Yeah. He's like the
Oh.
Abundance Glove is the Grassman. Like if Swamp Thing was the Infinity Gauntlet, Grassman would be the Abundant Glove.
Yeah. He's just a diet version.
That is basically what the Abundant Glove is. It's just the Diet Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh,
it has 2 stones of friendship.
That just sounds like Squirrel Girl all over.
No, Squirrel Girl actually beat Thanos, so.
I know, off camera.
And Galactus.
Off camera. Either way, Daivari and the clown really not a fan of one another.
Daivari really not liking mimes, apparently.
Who does? On a genuine level, who does?
Yeah.
Unless you're like married to a mime.
Like you can do mime in a way that's good, but if you're doing mime that's just mime, then it's kind of a waste of time.
Yeah. You stole my joke there, but sure. If Flex trying to go for something.
I think if Flex can get himself in a one-on-one position against any of these men, he probably has the strongest chance of winning.
I would debate that with the words Kotal.
Like, Kotal is also up there, but for pure just technical ability, like, Flex would have my money in any other match that wasn't a Fatal 5-way.
Okay, in technical, 100% agree with you. But he's being technical wise when you're facing someone who could uppercut your head off.
I mean, yes, because you can just tie him up and then he can't uppercut your head off. Like,
I'm pretty sure that would invoke a disqualification if this was not a no-do. What the hell is Grassman doing?
That's a spear to the outside, my friend.
Grassman is like, the crowd love that. Probably more than the person itself, but gotta take pride in it somehow.
Crowd appreciates the move regardless of who does it.
Yeah, that's the biggest pop Grassman's probably gonna have.
Daivari going out for a rest, leaving Hubert to free up to get into the scuffle.
All people are outside.
Pinfall must happen in the ring, though.
Kotal missed because Grassman was too short.
Hubert up and down, just dropping Flex on the second hardest part of the ring.
Grassman is somehow holding his own against a Kahn of Outworld.
Well, even the Abundant Glove has some world-shaping abilities, even if it isn't to the level of the Infinity Gauntlet, so...
Flex taking the time to rest.
Get his composure, look for an opportunity to step in.
Well, Grass and Kotal have been going non-stop since the start of the contest.
So has Hubert and Daivari. Flex has just sort of been there.
Yeah, Flex has been the mediator.
But again, I feel like Flex's ability is singling someone out, and in this kind of match, you kind of just need to wait for the opportunity to do so. So,
well, there's a singling out opportunity. Repeated clotheslines onto Daivari.
One big jumping clothesline. Roll through. Ooh, this is one of his signature holds.
Straight out of a sunset flip as well.
Hubert tap.
Flex just tapped out Hubert.
And this is what I was talking about. He just needed to single someone out, and he
That
did.
I am surprised that he was able to sneak in the submission, given the fact that everyone was in the ring.
Everyone was in the ring. Everyone was brawling.
Kotal was too busy punching Grassman again.
And Lex just snuck in, got on one of his signature holds, and
There was
you,
the spear, by the way.
yeah,
Very good move from Grassman. But here it is again. Kotal might have been going for it as my Grassman. But
Grassman
see,
going for
started
yeah,
Daivari a little
Grassman
bit.
going yeah. Kotal ended up hitting Daivari. Grassman going for the ref, but missing.
Flex somehow winning a match where, to be honest, he wasn't even the likeliest to win.
Yeah, like a multi-man match like that isn't his advantage, but he saw his opportunity and took it. Well done for him.
Indeed, every dog has his day and all that. Credit to him.
It's time for your main event of the evening. The women's rumble, where the winner will face our champion Terry Knox at first of the year.
This will be definitely a very interesting contest. See who will qualify for that title shot. The multiverse believes in equal opportunity, and it's apparently found 30 people to get that opportunity. So,
It's around 30 people it deems worthy.
and I believe we're starting with Maurice.
It has been a while since we've seen Maurice wrestle.
I mean, to be fair, she was busy being pregnant.
Yeah, like other than that, other than the mixed tag with Cena and Nikki and whichever Bella it was, which went really
Nikki,
well. So okay,
yeah,
it was right, good. Um,
yeah, because it's Brie and Daniel.
uh, we haven't really when was the last time before then?
2014, I want to say.
It's certainly been a while.
To be fair, it's always nice to see I would not say friendly face, but you know what I mean.
It's also always nice to hear a theme.
To be fair, Juliet is a good track. Was it Pasquale? I can never remember the name. It's French. And it looks like Maurice will be facing someone she's never faced in her life.
Seems like it's another new face.
Especially given the Trons don't recognize them. What is that haircut?
I guess it's high Japanese fashion, as this is a Japanese idol.
Haku Yamamoto. Not very knowledgeable in this contender, but I imagine charismatic.
Charismatic,
With,
being an idol, I certainly hope so. But
also
yeah,
athletic to some degree. I know pop idols tend to be, especially from Asian countries, but not in the match.
yes, it's a very determined, very demanding schedule is the Japanese idol scene. So should have some decent capacity for stamina.
Seem to be taking the early lead against Maurice. Be spectacular for her to win on her debut. But to do that, she's gonna definitely have to beat the goddess Alexa Bliss.
Now this version of Alexa has not yet come across the another interdimensional being that we have come to know as the Fiend.
However, she is experienced at the Rumble. She appeared at number 1 in her last Rumble, lasted to the end.
Choke STO from Bliss to Maurice, followed up by Russian leg sweep from Haku.
Oh god, I forgot this was a person.
And the living existential crisis that is Lani makes her return to the CCW arena.
Yeah, from a reality where the 6th announce table really got to her.
And yeah, now she thinks she's part of the New Day, or is politicking to become part of the New Day. It's still unclear. Backdrop suplex.
She would be the first European member of the New Day, but that's not really saying much.
And here comes the pastel goth Violet Grimm. The best way I can describe it is, if you've heard of Grim Dark, this is what Grim Bright looks like.
Kind of a vivid picture there. Lani on the apron recovering from the Maurice beatdown.
Whipping Maurice by the hair is Violet.
Looks like Maurice is leaving the match first.
Violet getting the first elimination of the Rumble.
First in, first out, they say.
For the first time since the first episode, we are seeing once again seeing the effects of Kairi Sane's eating the devil fruit that once belonged to Brock Lesnar.
The Pirate Empress of Suplex City. Definitely a strong contender, but Bliss taking an advantage situation.
Haku got cocked key in the corner, was just laying there, and Alexa came in and started choking her.
Number 7, quite a celebrity. Potentially more so than the Japanese model Yamamoto. And it is Diva from the Korean. I can never remember the name of the team. Special Defense Force?
It's a mecha team. It's a defense, but whatever. No one cares that deeply about the lore, I don't think.
I hear though someone will point out that that is not true.
And the first god of the match is entering the ring. We've seen her before. We know what she does.
You know that she's the tallest.
It's not a good idea to mess with her.
You know I keep calling her the queen so she doesn't kill me.
I mean, she wouldn't even kill you. That's the worst part.
Okay. Come close but not commit. There we go.
And now, if having the Scarlet Lady wasn't dangerous enough,
We have the Fandangerous Worker. Who's about to go for a spin? Well, it was.
ends up getting planted face first instead.
Nia Jax's lack of gravity is both disturbing and intriguing.
Difference between the Scarlet Lady and Nia Jax: people like the Scarlet Lady.
The other difference is one does not claim to be a fashion police.
And the Scarlet Lady would actually at least consider healing your wounds afterwards, where Nia doesn't even have that option.
And also, Nia is also a terrible judge of fashion.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the color scheme.
Yeah.
That might be why the model's going after her, to be honest.
I have lost count of the number of times Alexa Bliss has hit that choke STO, but it's a lot of times.
You gotta have preferred techniques and all that. I can't count how little Lani has done, but
well, she's brawling with Diva of all people, so.
Oh, there goes Yamamoto.
Well, there goes 1 and 2. And there goes Lani.
Thankfully.
Diva, must be happy to get an elimination.
You gotta take what you can get, considering you've got someone that is part Brock Lesnar, you've got Nia Jax and the Scarlet Lady all in the same area.
You've got someone who claims to be a goddess, someone who's a literal goddess, someone with the power of Brock Lesnar, someone who's notoriously dangerous, and I don't even know what the power of Grim Bright does, but I guess we're finding out.
I imagine it's like a really weird lantern ring.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it is just the light equivalent of Grimdark, right? So
I guess?
handspring back elbow dodged from there.
Counter the dropkick as well. Big kind of contest. Bliss is going after the Pirates Empress. Not able to get it though.
Now going after Grim. Grim holding on.
Scarlet Lady might be trying to eliminate Diva. Well, I say might eliminate her.
Certainly trying.
Diva taking advantage of the situation. Good old punch to the head.
Diva is lucky this is a wrestling match.
And not some sort of blood sport.
Or any other actual fight where, yeah, the Scarlet Lady would be allowed to use her powers.
That would be the Hawaiian Crusher, I believe. Very devastating move.
And we saw her last time in that triple threat, Sinister Fox, looking to make a via the title. Diva with a big suplex onto Nia Jax.
She has to be strong to pilot the mech.
Has scissors into a tornado.
I have actually forgotten Sinister Fox. So you really might want to use this to propel.
Well,
I'm going to remember her.
Well, she took out Diva, so she's definitely going to get some momentum out of it.
Yeah, I'm at least going to remember her this time.
But here comes the winner of that triple threat match.
Oh god, I forgot this one as well for different reasons.
The only successful member of Madness so far. Sinister Fox
I think Fox
Sinister Fox took out the Scarlet Lady!
And Kairi Sane just took out the
Violet
Grim
Grim.
Light. That's the one.
This is going to be interesting. I'm interested to see how Scarlet responds to this.
Fox has definitely brought attention to herself.
It might be bad attention, it might be good attention, I don't know.
I think it's...
And Harmony takes out Jax!
Harmony is really... It's pulling out some upsets, let's say.
There's a lot of upsets going on right now.
Bliss still in the ring.
Bliss, the longest competitor in the ring now.
Indeed. Entered in number 3. Now we're a third the way through the Rumble. Harmony seems to be going after Kairi.
And I think what's going to be most disappointed, Scarlett's going to be most disappointed about is not being here to see Eris debut.
I mean, she can wish her the best from the back. That's always something. Bliss raking the eyes there of Kairi. No. Fox might be trying to get revenge. Did not get it.
And two women with the two biggest eliminations in the match now brawling it out, and following up from their the triple threat match they had last time.
There'll be a new contestant.
Yes, we have the Black Bunny in the ring.
Bunny and Fox seem to be teaming up.
And on the other side of the ring, Bliss taken out with a massive suplex from Kairi.
It was a powerbomb, you could say.
Did I say suplex?
Yes, it was a powerbomb.
It was definitely a powerbomb. That was my fault.
Suplex Dizzy, it's fine.
Well, apparently cleared after and I hope not gotten a concussion, after the assault from Lilith of Alexandria. Lilith has come into the ring.
It'll be interesting to see if Lilith of Alexandria does make her appearance known in this match. Or whether it was referee-mandated, we just do not know.
It did have a hellacious brawl backstage earlier.
A defeat there. Another veteran of the Royal Rumble. the form of Ember Moon. So far, the match has kind of been going at a more not methodical pace, but just not highly sporadic, if that makes sense.
Ember taking out Melody as Rebecca Dunley comes in.
That's again a new contestant.
We spoke last match about the sort of old school style, like technical wrestler. Now we got an old school brawler in Dunley.
And seeming to want to take advantage of the situation, take out Sinister.
Teaming up with Bunny, taking out Sinister Fox. There goes Sinister Fox. Hopefully
Bunny
left
was
more of an impression on you this time.
I mean, I will definitely remember she eliminated Scarlet Lady.
So will the Scarlet Lady.
Yeah, Scarlet Lady will potentially kill me for remembering that, but you know, that's the job.
Well, it's hard to say. Like, as much as the Scarlet Lady might take that as just like and might get mad at it, she's more likely to take that and start trying to recruit Fox.
I can see it also being a rivalry, at least a contest of sorts. Liv entering into a very hostile situation as Lilith taking a suplex to her. Bunny and Dundee having their contest.
And Kyrie squaring up with Moon.
In another NXT Dream match.
Both Bunny and Lilith with the advantage, looking for the eliminations.
At the exact same time as well.
Both women fight out at the same time as well. That was
some real mirroring there.
Another eats a feat in this match.
It's a very effective technique.
We're gonna use those lucky rabbit's feet.
I'm gonna pretend you did not just make that pun.
I'm gonna tell you now. All of her finishes are kick based for that reason.
Oh god. And also, oh god, it's Paigey again.
No way, Paige. No way.
I'm gonna ask you to stop that immediately. Both for my sanity and the audience's. I do not get why Paige is doing this whatever it is.
I mean, I don't know. Just looking to have a party, I guess.
And I mean, I would dissect that even more for the stupidity of it, but I feel as though the Scarlet Lady's favorite to win, if it wasn't herself.
I'm certainly sure she's got some. She'd certainly give a surprise to see Eris win, as Eris is the prodigy of the Scarlet Lady. One of, if I don't know if you'll be able to see it, get a good shot at any point, but you might notice that pink tattoo on her waistband. That is from the Scarlet Lady. That is one of the many marks the Scarlet Lady leaves on her followers. Let's say.
I do see that now. I definitely see it now that Kyrie didn't decide to just gut wrench the Eris from the contest. Eris looking to eliminate Lilith.
Those right hands, she is one hell of a right hand as Eris.
Nothing technical.
A burning spirit fastball.
Nothing technical, but you know.
Big hitting shots.
Bunny's looking to take out Kyrie. Kyrie dodging out the way.
Dunley fighting with Paige in the corner, getting interrupted by Kyrie.
Morgan looking to take out Ember.
Eris looking for a second elimination on the Bunny. Gets it. Eris cleaning house.
Eris is definitely trying to show the Scarlet Lady what she can do. And so far, it's going well.
Yes, Eris is the aspect of fire, where the Scarlet Lady is the aspect of blood. Although Eris following the Scarlet Lady was long before she even knew she was an aspect. So, that gives
Kyrie.
I don't know if that gives you an idea of just how old Scarlet Lady is.
Either way, Eris and Kyrie both trying to go for eliminations, not getting either. Paige is looking for one. Ember getting it on Liv Morgan.
Paige turning her attention to Ember.
Which has not been the best of tactics, considering.
Dunley turning her attention to Eris. We've got two of
The
the hardest strikers in the match now, battling it out.
It's the battle of the red-headed brawlers. It seems as though Eris has won that temporarily.
And what I believe to be the first member of Full House we've seen tonight.
I will say you might want to hold up on that because Eris is definitely out of the contest.
Another with that power bomb. Got it right this time.
Very effective technique, to be fair. You're launching them way too high for them to grab onto anything. Paige eliminating Moon.
Yes, Natalya, the first, I think, of the Full House stable in the match so far.
And this would be her first match as well. She's mainly been playing a more backstage role.
And luckily not in the same time, ring at the same time as Lilith. Lilith Alexandria looking to stake her claim to the title.
Lilith, of course, beat the other Lilith in that brawl that we saw earlier tonight.
More so than that, I think like Lilith was supposed to be in the five-way iron table, like the iron tables match in the first show, but got took out by Lilith and wasn't able to compete in that.
She might definitely want to get her shot that she was meant to have. Speaking of Full House.
Yeah, Natalya getting some backup from the captain of the Full House stable.
I mean, potential backup. Only one can win.
And
so
we did hear from the Empress of Spades that all 4 members are in this match.
I think they've probably worked out that only one can win, so I'm not expecting them to be friendly all the way through.
They're also
or friendly at all, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they are also refusing to reveal the identity of the club's members of the stable. And there goes Natalya, so we won't have time to see them try and team up.
There's one member of the house gone. Kyrie with the 3rd elimination of the match.
Jackie, also known as the Plague, coming in.
Again, her last contest was the Iron Tables match.
Where she had a lot of fun moving the tables around, but not a lot of actual putting people through them.
Oh, there goes Kyrie.
Yes, Alexandria taking out Kyrie.
Plague is very, very, very tall.
Yes, she rivaled the Scarlet Lady in height.
I remember, but I think I just gotten taken out of it just because there wasn't that Scarlet Lady there. You know what I mean?
Yes, and the last known member of the Full House stable going straight for the captain is Lisa England.
Can you blame her though? You want to show the leader that you're skilled as well.
Just wanted to show that all that training's paying off, I guess.
We just had another elimination. Lilith with her 2nd of the night, if I'm not mistaken.
At least the 2nd of the night. There's always the chance we missed one.
It was to Dundee, it appears.
Goes Dundee, there goes Lilith.
First. I was saying with Lisa, though, you got to think that the other 3 members of Full House potentially want to have a stake into the who leads if Asuka's not available. The vice president, so to speak.
Yes, the Empress of Spades getting an elimination there.
It looks like Lisa and Asuka are just gonna keep going at it.
Lisa just trying to show... but yeah, no, look, there's a new person to go after. Lisa stops. Like, there is some strategy. Oh, that's a bad time for...
We didn't even get to say
for the new
Mizanin.
For the new Mizanin. Gets low bridged.
Maurice possibly laughing at the entire concept of Ruby Mizanin, given Lisa holding on with the clothesline.
One of the new competitors, been around backstage for a while, but hasn't been put into any matches yet. Amanda Cox. Yet to really show any anything that really makes her stand out, and I think that maybe that might be grinding on her.
I mean, she's definitely trying to show her worth. She's going after the tallest person in the contest. Quite effectively so. Asuka looking to show leadership again by eliminating Lisa. Lisa again clinging on.
Cox with a running knee to the plague.
So Lisa's only holding on by one hand. Asuka still could eliminate.
Lisa fighting her way back in.
As a bona fide legend has joined the battle.
A legend, a veteran, Beth Phoenix.
The Glamazon, wife of Edge.
Sure, she would love a chance at our title. Just
She,
increasing the list of accolades that she has.
well, at least removing kissing the Great Khali is one. Which also happened at the Rumble.
Yes, not only women's Rumble experience, but actual full Royal Rumble experience has Beth Phoenix. And here comes the former challenger.
Asuka's been eliminated.
As the Empress gets taken out. You gotta think Sky Bear wants back into the title picture.
Well, she's gonna have to Beth Phoenix. I mean, that's how badly she wants it.
Code Red from the Plague onto Cox. And scooping a slam from the Sky Bear.
Arm rang by Amanda. Sky Bear's gotta be happy by drawing a high number.
Also hoping to finally get a win. Aeon Lee.
The female member of Team Bring It.
She's had two really good showings, but has not been able to, and goes straight after Lisa. Took the win from her in the last show.
You've got to sometimes get revenge, and she gets it.
Even if she doesn't win now, you got to think that's gonna make her a lot happier if she has to head to the back before all the night's over.
I mean, when you haven't finished business, you've got to focus on it. 29 seems to be Naomi.
Yeah, someone who again arguably could have, you can argue, was robbed out of the win in the mixed gimmick battle royale.
Yes, in the infamous 30 count, or was it 90 count? It's hard to remember. It was a hell of a long time. Aeon
Lee
with
with a second
elimination.
elimination.
Very good elimination showing so far.
Yeah, we always see these great performances out of Lee, but she hasn't yet been able to pick up a win. And what a big win this would be if she can do it.
Naomi, by the way, also a Royal Rumble veteran. As number 30.
The self-proclaimed ace. It wouldn't surprise me if she did some bargaining to get this position.
I mean, this would be the last member of Full House, if I'm not mistaken.
We are not sure.
I mean,
there is rumor.
Asuka did say.
She did say he was in the match, and this is the last person of the Rumble, so it is possible.
I mean, to be honest,
I think Lee with her third elimination.
Could you imagine if it was Beth Phoenix?
That would be a big get to have Beth Phoenix and Natalya on your side.
That would, if it was a women's tag division, they would be very much the top billing. It definitely wouldn't be Aeon Lee, because she has her own team. Doubt she would be moonlighting for two.
I mean, I could see her potentially getting a tag partner if there were titles involved, but...
Maybe, but she has been on a losing wicket, and I don't think Asuka would like that so much.
Yeah.
Could be Sky Bear.
Yeah, Sky Bear, potentially, with the the want to get back at the title might go that way.
It's a fascinating one. And Lisa's debuting, however, this is a strange case of, I don't No.
I mean, let's talk about the four people we've got left. We've got Skybear, who's looking to get back at Terry after losing the last woman standing match. You've got
Yeah.
Lee, who's had great showings but not been able to get a win yet.
Yeah.
You've got
We have
Eliza,
Beth
who
Phoenix.
claims herself to be the ace of the women's division, but honestly mostly just cheats to win. And you've
And we
got the
have Phoenix.
veteran in Beth Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix with the point.
Like, no matter who wins this, you got to think we got in for a big showing against Terry.
Lisa seems to be eyeing up Beth Phoenix.
So Liza and Phoenix have been squaring off for a while, just stomping at the arm.
And stepping on the hand, too.
Lee looking for another elimination. Sky holding on.
Sky definitely needs to show a good performance here. I mean, if you and doing a thing, as I was trying to say,
Yeah,
Sky need to do well.
that miss, like that, it's that inexperience again. It might. It's been the cost of her a couple times now.
As I was saying, Skybear's performance, she was quite quickly beaten by Nox. You can imagine
Yeah.
that did infuriate her.
I gotta imagine she wants another go at that.
And she's definitely trying to make an example out of Lee.
And once again,
Example made.
Lee just getting pipped, and Skybear and Beth now teaming up against Eliza.
With a leg drop as well.
I am not surprised. I don't think Eliza's too well liked in this division.
To be fair, when you're skilled, you don't really need to be liked. That's kind of just the deal.
Yeah, it's Eliza with a lot of options, but not really want to use them. She rather use the cheap tactics than anything actually referring to the skill she potentially has.
Looks like an exploder of the top. Beth's eliminated.
It comes down to Eliza and Skybear. Will we get a rematch, or will we see the ace stating her claim to her name?
Will number 30 be lucky as well? Lisa number 30 and Skylar number 27.
Both women relatively fresh.
Well, I'm going to imagine the drive both these contestants have.
Like people have been putting down Eliza's been coming in here claiming to be the ace this whole time, like since the beginning of this season, and everyone's been doubting her and putting her down for it. So you got to think if she wins the Rumble, she's put herself a good claim for the title of the ace.
I mean, there is some debate though. She did pull number 30. She has had to go through the least.
It wouldn't surprise me if she politicked her way into number 30.
She kind of needs to not lose to prove not that she's the ace, but that she can hang with the roster.
But she would
losing at 30 is just not
love
good.
to have that bragging rights of I won the Rumble.
Everyone would. And speaking of that reality,
Eliza pulling out the win
with the super kick to the face, the heel. That's gonna hurt.
And I'm getting word from the commission. We are going to have a 6-woman tag match next week with the winning between Eliza and the team of her choice, and Nox and the team of her choice, with the winning team getting the member of the winning team getting to pick the stipulation for first of the year.
I mean, that means Eliza has to make friends.
That's
you do realize that, right?
That's saying she doesn't already have friends.
I mean, given her attitude, it would surprise me.
We will find out next time on CCW. that's our show, folks. I look forward to seeing you next time.
Indeed.